Okay, hi everyone. Okay, this is my module 3 discussion board. I'm really sorry, my camera on this laptop is down instead of up, so it's a really awkward angle, and I'm hoping this doesn't look too bad. But we're going to go ahead and answer the question. So the required question says, in what ways could you vary your instruction to ensure you're reaching all of the various learning styles that you may have in your classroom? I think it's really important to make sure that you aren't doing the same thing over and over. So you're not using one activity basically over and over. You should use computers, you should use books, you should use real life examples. Just varying it up. Do things that are auditory, for example, songs. Do things that require writing. Do lots of hands-on things. You can't just stick to one thing that you feel comfortable with because your students might not feel comfortable with the same things that you learn. And then the choice question I'm going to talk about is what types of considerations must be made when planning to use computers in the classroom. It's really important to remember when you're using computers in the classroom, not every student will have a computer at home, and some may not even have the opportunity to access one. So when you're using them in the classroom, it's important to make sure that you limit the amount of work that you have to do at home on a computer. Encourage students to use the library at school. Give students adequate amount of time. Don't just rush through things. And then you may even have to get the computer lab to come to your classroom again, or you may have to reserve time in the library because you can't just assume that everyone has a computer at home. You also have to make sure you are doing it safely because students they tend to steal things when they feel like they need to. So make sure you check out computers correctly. And you may realize that some students don't actually learn well with a computer, and that's okay. Just make sure you're limiting how much you use the computer in the class. You can't use the computer all the time because the one student who isn't good at learning from the computer isn't going to do well in the class. You have to mix it up all the time. But yeah, so now I'm going to go respond to a few of your